America, land of the free, home of the brave. A nation that prides itself on its ideals and values. A nation built on ideals of liberty and justice for all. The Founding Fathers envisioned a land where freedom would reign supreme. But the story of America is also a story of a deep and enduring contradiction. A contradiction that has haunted the nation since its inception. It's a story of a nation founded on freedom while simultaneously enslaving millions. The very soil of this land was tilled by the hands of those who were denied their own freedom. This, my friends, is the original sin of America. A sin that has left an indelible mark on the nation's history and psyche. It's the legacy of slavery and the systemic racism that followed. A legacy that has shaped the social and economic fabric of the country. This isn't just about the past. The shadows of this history stretch long into the present day. The echoes of this history reverberate loudly in the present. We see it in the streets, in the protests, in the voices demanding change. We see it in the ongoing struggle for racial justice, a struggle that is far from over. We see it in the daily realities of Black and brown communities across this country, in the disparities in healthcare, education, and economic opportunities. This essay isn't about guilt or blame. It's about understanding. Understanding the roots of these issues and the impact they have on our society. It's about acknowledging the truth of our past to create a better future. A future where equality and justice are not just ideals, but realities. It's about recognizing the systems of oppression that still exist today, systems that continue to perpetuate inequality and injustice. So, let's take a journey, shall we? A journey through the annals of history and the corridors of the present. Let's trace the story of race in America, from its darkest chapters to the fight for a brighter tomorrow. A tomorrow where the sins of the past no longer cast a shadow over our collective future. Let's talk about where we've been, where we stand, and the steps we need to take to move forward, and where we need to go. Together, we can build a nation that truly lives up to its ideals of liberty and justice for all. For centuries, the institution of slavery cast a long, dark shadow over America, shaping its history and its people in profound ways. African men, women, and children were ripped from their homelands, forced into chains, and shipped across the Atlantic. This journey, known as the Middle Passage, was a horrific ordeal where many perished before even reaching American shores. Upon arrival, they were treated not as human beings but as property, stripped of their identities and humanity. They were bought, sold, and exploited for profit, their lives reduced to mere transactions in a brutal market. This brutal system wasn't just about economics. It was about power and control, a means to establish and maintain dominance. It was about creating a racial hierarchy, with white people at the top and black people relegated to the bottom, a hierarchy that justified the inhumane treatment of millions. This hierarchy was enforced by violence, by law, and by a twisted ideology that declared black people inferior. Laws were enacted to ensure that black people remained subjugated and powerless. Slavery wasn't a side note in American history. It was woven into the very fabric of the nation, influencing every aspect of life from the economy to social norms. It fueled the economy, providing the labor that powered industries and agriculture, and shaped the political landscape, with debates over slavery influencing major political decisions and conflicts. It left an indelible mark on the American psyche, a legacy of trauma and inequality that continues to affect society today. The legacy of slavery didn't disappear with the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation. The end of slavery was just the beginning of a new chapter of struggle for Black Americans. It continued to haunt the nation, morphing into new forms of oppression and discrimination, such as Jim Crow laws and segregation, that would plague America for generations to come. Understanding this legacy is crucial to understanding the complexities of race in America today.